Welcome guys! People often ask for advice on how to play the top 10. Are there some basic rules and tips to help you go all the way? Yes, although playstyles differ, I can definitely give you guys some important tips on how to properly play the top 10 in Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. And I guarantee you guys, if you follow these tips, you will see results. To assist me, I have my trusted Tobii Eye Tracker 4C, a product which enables me to precisely show you guys where I'm looking when I'm playing. Using your focus properly is key to playing the top 10, so pay attention. The content of this guide is general movement mechanics, the importance of gathering intel, running into the next circle, flank, flank, flank. Yes, I'm saving the best for last. So starting out with a word on general movement mechanics. Playing in the top 10 usually means that the circle is relatively small, and the chance that someone might spot you is high. Your enemies will often be equipped with a sniper rifle at this point, and first and foremost you need to make yourself immune to being one-shot headshot. Never stop moving, constantly move. Even if you take a painkiller, constantly cycle between standing and crouching. The second you stop moving is the second you get headshot. My movement patterns include strafing left and right, randomly jumping, suddenly changing direction at the same time as I'm cycling between crouch and standing position. This makes me practically impossible to hit with a clean headshot, and will discourage a lot of enemies from taking a shot at you due to the obvious difficulty. If someone is attacking you with an assault rifle or similar, then you are already moving and it's easier to get into cover quickly. The importance of gathering intel can never be mentioned enough. Intel is alpha omega in this game, so whatever you're doing, wherever you are, always be on lookout. Always gather as much information about your surroundings as possible. In and before the top 10, this is an absolute must. The primary way of gathering intel is visually, and if you're holding a building, constantly move around to look out the windows to gain knowledge of your enemies and to avoid letting enemies get too close. The secondary way of gathering intel is via audible cues. Use the gunshots, car sounds and footsteps to draw a mental map of the position of your enemies, and if someone is really close, push that enemy immediately. Running to the next circle is not as simple as you might think. There are some important rules to follow in the top 10. The first one is that you should almost never run directly into the next circle, even though it's really close. Instead, start out by running along the line of the circle to clear the area and make sure that you're safe from that direction. This is a way of ensuring that you won't suddenly be shot in the back while running. When you've done this, make sure that you take your time to work your way into the next circle slowly and methodically by clearing every single direction you possibly can. This will almost sound like a 90s karate film, but you should try to be one with the circle. Time your movement with the circles and then use it as a safety wall to limit your open angles as the circle narrows down. In this example, notice how I am scanning my surrounding area extremely carefully even though the circle is pushing me. No rush, never run directly, learn as much as possible about your surrounding area as you move in. Also notice how I spend a significant amount of focus on typical hiding spots such as trees. Because, well, that's where people very often tend to sit. Avoid running late with the circle where you are forced to run in a straight line into the next, because then you will be easily killed. Work your way into the circle so you're the guy killing the late runners instead. Also, you can use vehicle to move between the late circles, but I recommend only doing this when either extremely exposed and forced to move, or in urban areas like this. It's always risky, but sometimes it's a smart thing to do. I saved the best for last, flanking. So I'm gonna show you guys a few examples of this and why this is an extremely important thing to do. Flanking and pushing your enemies is the way to do it in PUBG first-person perspective. It's something you'll see most famous players like Shroud, Summit1G and even Dr. Disrespect do. Not only because they stream for entertainment and want action, but also because it is extremely effective. So right here I know the guys behind the tower and I can either stay passive and let him do the first peeking, or I can take action, flank around and take him down. Flanking and pushing brings the initiative to you, a significant advantage. In this example, I noticed that I didn't kill this guy, my last opponent did. And at the very moment I engage and wound him, I go for the flank. The flank is so powerful because you reset the knowledge that your enemy has about your position while you still have the knowledge of theirs. I also brought you this example because this is a huge fail from me. I missed the easy shot here and the guy starts pushing me, meaning I need to pull back. But when I am pretty much forced to push him due to the circle, I push around instead of going directly towards him. It's a small flank, but it's there. So in conclusion, keep moving constantly to make yourself a hard to hit target. Just get that worked in as a normal part of your movement. Don't run directly into the next circle, spend time to scout the area before you go in. Just consume all the information you can get about your surroundings while you intensely spot for enemies. Flanking and pushing your enemies is a tool you should definitely use to get those chicken dinners. Oh, and did I mention that you should keep moving so you don't get headshot by an AWM in the final circle while sitting in a bush? So that's all I had for you guys in this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. Also drop by my Twitch channel. I use the eye tracker live on stream, do custom games and try to get some chicken dinners in company of you guys. If you want your own eye tracker, use the link and code in the description to get free shipping, and I'll see you guys next time.